Peace and love to the family. Minister Corbin reporting live. You know by now, you should be starting to notice your power and know that you are the main source to your power. Not only that though, what you're going to be noticing real soon is something that you always knew, family. And that one thing is that power always came from within. That's right. Within. I'll be right with you. I promise you. Peace and love. Peace and love. Vibe out. Mellow out. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. Peace, power, and prosperity to my beautiful family who take the time out your busy day to rock with the minister. I am ordained metaphysical minister Corbin reporting live. I will not tarry too long. For about a few months, at least 2 months, I'm going to be off of social media. See, I am gearing up to take my master's exam. Once I finish my master's exams, I'm going straight into get my doctoral. And I will be officially a doctor in metaphysics. This is nothing but Christ. See, I got myself out the way. I got the carnal mind out the way, and I let Christ take over. The Christ that has always been within me. The Christ that is always within you. Video after video, family. I've just been giving you a friendly reminder that you don't let this external world, this physical world, get the best of you. See, I'm going to read something for you, but I want to say this. There's two things that my brother, the master teacher, the mystic himself, Christ, the one some of you call Jesus, he said two things that stuck out to me. And I want you to listen to these two things because you have heard them yourself. Two things. The first one was, my kingdom is not of this world. That's one. The second thing my brother Christ said to me and to us, Romans 12. Do not conform to this world, but be renewed by the transforming of your mind. That's two things. And within them two things, family, I'm not going to tarry on too long. One thing sticks out. That I may be in this world, but I'm not of this world. I may be living in this world presently, but my origins are not from this world. And when you start realizing that, when you start realizing that, family, when you start realizing that, the sooner you realize that, the sooner your power will make sense to you. The sooner you will understand what Christ was doing 2,000 years ago, which was raising the consciousness of a people who at that time, their mind state was damn near an animal mind state. Raising the consciousness. Here we are again in the same age that Christ told his disciples to look for him to return in. They show you on TV all this so-called war. It's a new change. It's a new epoch. E-P-O-C-H. I'm going to read something to you, family. Because as I'm going to be gone for 2 months, a lot of things are going to be happening in this world. Family, understand that death, because death is not going to stop, or what you use as death. It's going to keep on being around as you think it is death. As soon as you're born, you sign a contract with death and what you call death. It's a transition. Do not fear death. Do not try to run from death. That word death is nothing more than another door opening to another level. You came in this world, signed a contract. That contract obligates you to experience what you call death. Do not fear it, embrace it. I just want to leave that there because as time goes, more of our loved ones are going to be transitioning and going on to the next realms. So please stop fearing death and embrace it, understand it, and be one with it. Like I said, I'm going to leave something with you guys. I'm going to read this. I want you to please listen carefully what I'm going to say. It's not too much of a reading, but it's very important that you know this at the time of the Aquarian age. Before I read it, I just want to remind you, before I just go in, please leave the depression alone. Leave the anxiety alone. If there's people around you that you feel that are holding you back, simple, get rid of them. There's people, once you get rid of those, that are going to have more abundance when they come your way. Once you let all the old and all the stuff that is dragging you down go, soon as you let that go, them blessings come triple fold. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. If you have inner work that you need to be done with yourself, just take time to yourself, by yourself, and work on yourself. Stop putting everything on yourself. Stop thinking that you are sinning and you're going to hell. Hell and heaven are states of mind. They're not places. Let me say this again. Heaven and hell are a state of mind. You can experience both while you're right here. You don't have to go nowhere outside of this planet to experience those places. I'm going to read this. So my message to you, as I'm about to get ready to go and get my exams, get my doctorate degree, and really start working and doing Christ's work for real, for real. Because it's two things that you need in this love. And this life that is love. And that is first, love itself. Love for yourself, love for your fellow person, and then universal love. The second thing you need to have, oh my gosh, is power to understand that love. And have a service for your neighbors, for the people who you don't even like. Understand them because you all come from God, the one source. Love and service to others. These two things will get you your power, will get you a close relationship with the Christ within you. Love and service to others. Now, let me go in. Thank you for your patience. I just wanted to get that out the way. I want to read this to you. Not too much to read, but this is my gift to you. Understand what is about to happen in this world and with humans all the way around. Please. Christ has never left. You are the ones that left. The Lakota, Lakota, is a Native American tribe. If you guys have seen the Avatar, the first movie, I feel in my heart that they were going after, or they were trying to portray the Lakota tribe. Lakota. Make sure you Google that tribe. They were warriors, which you call headbusters. Headbusters. They were from this country. The European American, 100 years after the Declaration of Independence, trying to kick these Native Americans out of their own land. But they were headbusters. They didn't take that. Look them up. They also had prophecies that one was prophesied and fulfilled this year, 2024. So I'm going to go ahead and read, get right straight to the point, and thank you once again for your patience. Once again, the Lakota tribe, Native Americans. A lot of you probably relate to them. I know my ancestors are the Hopi, H-O-P-I, the Hopi tribe. Research them as well. I'm about to go in. Energy on 100. The Lakota creation story tells of two braves who meet a young woman on a path. One brave says with awe, and I quote, "Brother, she is holy." The other says with lust, "She is mine." As he approaches her, smoke envelopes him. When it clears, his bones lie on the ground. Rattlesnakes glide through them. Then the young woman rolls in the dust. As she rolls, she becomes a white buffalo calf. Remember I told you about that prophecy that was fulfilled this year, the white buffalo. She becomes a white buffalo calf. The white buffalo calf woman gives the Lakota people their sacred pipe and rituals. When the anthropologist asked the Lakota elder if the white buffalo calf woman's story is true, the elder replied, and I quote, "I don't know if it actually happened that way, but you can see for yourself that it's true." We're about to go in, family. Creation stories represent the birth of human consciousness. I'm going to read that again. Creation stories represent the birth of human consciousness. Until now, the consciousness they represent has been limited to the perception of the five senses. Now something amazing is happening. Human consciousness is changing. Family, I hope you are listening with all your heart and all your might. I'm going to read that again. I got a little bit of time. I can give you everything that needs to be said in 5 minutes. I'm going in again. Let's go. Creation stories, and think about every creation story you know. Creation stories represent the birth of human consciousness. Until now, the consciousness they represent has been limited to the perception of the five senses. Now, something amazing is happening. Human consciousness is changing. This change is not happening in human consciousness. It is happening to human consciousness. Imagine a bowl with chopped carrots, lettuce, and cucumber slices. All it needs is dressing to be served. The bowl is not the salad. The salad is in the bowl. Now imagine the same bowl with yarn, needles, thread, and pieces of cloth in it. The bowl is not these things either. These things are also in the bowl. Whatever you can imagine in the bowl. The bowl is not those things. Now listen. They are content in the bowl. Now hold up now, family. Listen. Now imagine that the bowl is changing. Let's go. This is happening now to human consciousness. Perceptions beyond the five senses are emerging in millions of humans. The appearance of these new perception in our awareness is the great transformation of human consciousness that is now redefining our species. These perceptions are not new content in the old bowl. Our new creation story is about a great and unprecedented change to our consciousness, not in our consciousness. Let's go. Your consciousness is a bowl. Your experiences are content in the bowl. They change moment to moment. You become angry, depressed, happy, vengeful, satisfied, or jealous. You succeed, fail, grow, healthy, become ill, and acquire new strengths, skills, and partners. Perceptions beyond the five senses are not new content in the old bowl. They are, family, the new bowl. They are more than changes in what you experience. They are changes in what you can experience. Previously, human consciousness was bound to the evolution of physical matter. And I hope you are listening to this, family. I'm taking my time. I'm trying to give you all this powerful knowledge now, because when it happens, you'll know. Let me go again. Previously, human consciousness was bound to the evolution of physical matter. It plodded slowly through millennia. Now it is evolving explosively. The scope, scale, and velocity of this evolution are startling. From the perspective of our previous evolution, it is acquiring, let me read that again. From the perspective of our previous evolution, it is occurring faster than a heartbeat, faster than the eye blink. Remember in the Bible, it said like a thief in the night, family. Let me go back in. I don't want to, like a thief in the night. Remember that. Hundreds of millions of humans are encountering new realms of experience and potential. Yes, we are. Within a few generations, all humans will enter these realms. The transformation that is upon us is so profound and new that few could have imagined it, or what we most now become in order to evolve. I'm going to read that part again. Within a few generations, my family, all humans will enter these realms. The transformation that is upon us is so profound and new that few could have imagined it, or what we must now become in order to evolve. 2,000 years ago, let me take the glasses off right quick. 2,000 years ago, Christ, the one you call Jesus, real name Yeshua, was preparing those people for this time. Now you're getting prepared. Get ready, because here it comes. In other words, All previous creation stories represent the birth of a 5-sensory human species. They belong to the dying consciousness. Our new creation story family is about the birth of a new human species that is not limited to the perception of these 5 senses. It belongs to us, family. Our new creation story is unfolding inside of us and outside of us, family. We are living our new creation story, family. We stand in 2 worlds. The new consciousness and the old consciousness. The new consciousness and the old consciousness overlap temporarily in this time of transition. No humans have experienced this before. This is the Aquarian age. The dying consciousness is familiar to the 5 senses. Listen, the one that is dying is familiar to the 5 senses. It is opposing and rigid. The new consciousness is evident our expanded perception. It is liberating and nurturing. And I'm almost done. Let me read that again. Let's go. The new consciousness is evident to our expanded perception. It is liberating and nurturing. Fences limit the experiences of childhood. A child in a fenced yard cries when sand from a sandbox falls in the grass. Let me read that again. A child in a fenced yard cries when sand from a sandbox falls into the grass, even if beyond the fence lies a broad beach. Eventually, the child encounters the world beyond the fence. It interacts with others whose awareness is in advance of its own. It counters its impact upon the world beyond the fence and the impact of this larger world upon it. And I'm going to finish off, family, and thank you for your time. The 5 senses have been our fence. Let me read this again. The 5 senses, you know what it is. Smell, taste, all that good stuff. The 5 senses has been our fence. They confine us to experiences that we appropriate to our level of development, what we can understand at that time. We explore all that we could see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. There it is, all 5. But we could not recognize the experiences as a fence or know their purpose while they confined us. Now we are going outside the fence. For those who are on the Cosmic Christ University, my YouTube channel, you're going to get outside the fence. I think I said everything I need to say. 2,000 years ago, Christ was trying to tell people that, but their consciousness was at a low level. They couldn't understand it. That's why he was happy as hell when he was talking about the Aquarian age. Family, we're in that Aquarian age. Know your power, know your gift. Christ is here.